Cambodia currently has between 400 and 600 Asian elephants, most of which live in the Cardamom Mountains, the northern plateau of the Tunnel Sap and the eastern highlands of Mondulkiri, which are rich in biodiversity and ecosystems. Slopes are conducive to the survival of elephants and other wildlife. The number of domestic elephants is estimated at 71. This was stated by Mr. Neth Fiktra, Secretary of State and spokesman for the Ministry of Environment on November 9, 2020. Mr. Neth Fiktra said that in the last 10 years, the level of hunting crimes, killing wild elephants for ivory and tails for use in ancient beliefs in Cambodia has declined dramatically due to strict law enforcement. However, it has been noted that conflicts between humans and wild elephants have occurred in some protected areas, as both long-distance and near-season migration and foraging may be disrupted due to human presence in the area. Their sanctuary and, in addition, wild elephants can be attacked by people to the point of injury or even killing in retaliation for wild elephants that have come to eat their crops. He said the level of wild elephant hunting had been marked by a sharp decline in almost 20 years due to the authorities' strong enforcement of the law. More than 30 years ago, poaching killed many wild elephants. At the same time, Mr. Neth Fiktra said, in Cambodia today, there are about 400 to 600 Asian elephants, which most live in the Cardamom Mountains, the northern plateau of the Tunnel Sap and the eastern highlands in Mondulkiri province, which is rich in biodiversity and has a favorable slope for their livelihoods. Elephants and other wildlife. The number of domestic elephants is estimated at 71. According to Neth Fiktra, the number of Asian elephants in the world has dropped by about 50 in the last 60 to 70 years. While its habitat is almost 90% lost. Of the total 39,463 to 47,427 Asian elephants living in the wild, about 75% live in India and Sri Lanka, a senior environment official said. But it is endangered throughout its habitat globally and is listed as endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, Red List of Habitats. Dissociation will negatively affect the long-term stability of this important species. According to a study in the Cardamom Mountains, there have been no reports of illegal elephant poaching incidents since 2003, said the Secretary of State for the Ministry of Environment. 8 dead elephants have been identified, including baby elephants and adult elephants. The deaths of suspected elephants are suspected of involvement in poaching. In 2020, 2 baby elephants were found dead. In Mondulkiri province, one drowned due to a foot stuck in a rock and another was born unhealthy and died after rescue officials. In the recent South Cardamom Sour National Park, 4 of the 7 baby elephants had traps attached to their feet, as well as 1 wild elephant that died from the trap. That this evidence confirms that the use of traps to catch wildlife in protected areas in Cambodia is still a major concern and also a danger to Asian elephants because it can cause injury and death to elephants. He said that in the first 10 months of 2020, rangers from the Ministry of Environment and Communities protected the 68 protected areas and biodiversity corridors, covering a total area of more than 7.3 hectares. About 41% of Cambodia's land area has been cleared of about 30,000 traps and rescued many wildlife. Experts also warn that due to the slow reproduction period of Asian elephants, if the death rate of wild elephants is high due to trapping injuries, the number of wild elephants in Cambodia could be at high risk of extinction. Some villagers have used various means to disturb the elephants, such as making nail boards on the roads to prevent them from eating their crops. Construction of infrastructure, housing, and planting along the corridors that elephants pass through is also an issue.